Ladies and gents, boys and girls, this is TheWarMoose. I am Chris and I have a Rome 2 Total War battle for you today. I am going to be in command of Tylis, whilst my opponent, CSU Byron, is in command of the Lustiani. But before we get too into the role, I'd just like to have a little talk about the channel itself. Brand new, going less than a week now. Myself and Vlad will be running it and posting our own content, though if there is something you guys really want to see, just drop us a comment and we'll try our best to accommodate you. As for what you can expect to see from me, I'm a long time Total War fan, been playing since Shogun 1, and I'll be doing all manner of campaigns, battles, tactics, from most of the games from Medieval to all the way through to Warhammer Total War, and I'll be doing a Call of the Beastmen campaign when it comes out on Thursday 28th. Also, I like my RPGs, looking to do maybe a Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 let's play, maybe even a Skyrim one, see how it goes. But anyway, now that is out of the way, let the carnage commence. Right, so let me just quickly pause, and my army is consisting of 5 of these Celtic slingers, nice solid skirmishing component, with a nice solid backline of 4 tribal warriors with 1 spear warrior on each side, 3 Oaths 1 backing those guys up, and behind those I've got these Thracian warriors. Now they've got next to no armour and next to no melee defence, so they don't really last very long in a prolonged combat or when they're getting shot, but they will hit like an absolute truck. They will wreck things that they can flank or get into. So that's generally my plan, to be honest. Just fix them in place, use my 4 Relic Horsemen, 2 here, and there's 2 hiding over here as well. Use them to try and wipe out the enemy's cavalry. As you can see, he's moving those over to try and sort me out, but they're really fast, so he's not going to catch me really. While they're doing that, when we meet, flank around with my Thracian warriors and hopefully roll him up into the middle and kill him off. That is the plan. So as you can see over here, we've started to engage the enemy cavalry. These guys are nasty. They're so fast and they have got a seemingly limitless supply of these javelins, and as you can see, they're already making a fair old dent in this unit. I mean, 20 guys dead already. That's nothing to be sniffed at, and more are dropping all the time. He's brought this unit over, but they're just so much slower than these guys. Just never going to catch him, and he's starting to realise this. So he's like, you know, I'm gonna move my front line up, but it just didn't happen for him. I've still got my 2 guys hidden over here, so you don't know about those. And I'm just stood here pelting him with javelins. It's a beautiful sight, to be honest. So this is one of my favourite factions in Rome 2. They're very mobile and very fast, but they can also hit like an absolute truck. And the Scutari cavalry do not have a snowball's chance of catching them. And a skirmisher duel has broken out. I've tried to target 2 of my guys onto one of his, so as you see, we're starting to whittle them down. Except for this last guy in the end, because you know, odd numbers and all. I've put my guys in shield wall just to protect them from any shots that fly over and hit them, just so we don't take any casualties from that. Other than that, I'm just quite content. I'm winning this duel, to be honest. Yeah, 103, 100. I don't seem to be losing many men. Lost like 1 man from each unit. That's pretty impressive, to be honest. So I'm just quite content just to just to let them advance on me while I just demolish their skirmishers. That's absolutely fine. There's one running already, and these last unit of cavalry is going to try and chase me off, but it ain't going to happen. And this unit is just going to smash into the back of these skirmishers. Crunch. So that's one unit running, all they've recovered, and I bring my other unit of cavalry around just to try and like hammer and anvil these skirmishers. Bringing my Thracian warriors around. Ooh. Here they come. My slingers just moving behind my lines and shooting at the opposite sides, so they're still getting to the flanks. I mean, ideally you'd probably want to bring them right around the flank and shoot in the backs, but it's not always necessary. Just keeping a few of my guys hanging back as reserves if where they're needed. Starting to lose combat, to be honest, but that spears against swords, so what are you going to do? My Thracian warriors coming around the flank slowly, and we get a bit of a mess in the middle, to be honest. My cavalry trying to take on several units, and it's not really working against these Lustiani nobles, but that's not to be expected. They're only very light cav. One of their slingers has come back and has started just shooting into the combat. The general's engaged while the my Thracian warriors, and as I said before, you know, they're not going to last very long if they get stuck in a combat, but you know, there's not a lot I could do to help them. Slingers are trying to pick them apart a little bit, and this slinger's going to join them I think in a minute, but they're tying them up for the time being and doing a few casualties. We've kind of lost the left flank, and it's not looking too good at the minute, to be honest, even though my right is doing exceptionally well. His cavalry trying to do some hammer and anvils on my Thracians, which is, if there was more of them it would have been a lot more effective, or even if you did just bunch them up a little bit, but as they're a bit too thin to do any huge amounts of damage. Plus my skirmishers are having a go at them as well. This unit's almost dead. Well, I say almost, it's getting there. These skirmishers are kind of rallied though, and are making a nuisance of themselves. My cav at the back are going for the general, just wanting to try and throw some javelins into his back. We've got a javelin in his shoulder, he's still going, you champ. And in the centre they're rolling me up slowly. I've just got this one unit of tribal warriors just completely surrounded. And we'll see how long they last. Unit of Oathsworn trying to help him out, but there's just so many nobles at this point. My skirmishers doing everything they can, just trying to fire into the backs and sides of these units. My raiding cav just chasing these guys down, just throwing javelin after javelin. Just seemingly endless supplies of them. Go on guys. And these guys are just going to completely finish off their skirmisher force, to be honest, I think. And on this side we've beaten that flank completely, and we're going to go and have a bit of a mosh pit in the middle. Slingers just letting absolute hell loose. These guys are still there with 31 guys, but they're starting to waver. They're not doing terribly well, even though they've got like 5 units supporting them. And we still fight, it's a hell of a lot, to be honest. Just showers of slingshot coming in. I tend to prefer slingshot over archers, to be honest, even though archers do more damage. Slingshots tend to fire a little bit faster, and they have a hell of a lot more ammunition. I believe they also do a little bit more armor piercing damage as well. I mean that's how it would work in real life, to be honest. I mean, you might hit your shield, but it's going to break around behind it. And then we got this one in there that these guys don't like them, and they're going to start wavering. Skirmishers still just firing shot after shot. Tribe warriors holding up these Lustiani nobles. Spear warriors moving in to help them out. Mopping up the last little contingents of these slingers running around. Let's just have a little bit of a look at the combat. Oh, these swords are absolutely cute. And there goes a cavalry charge, just to finish them off. These swords are absolutely huge. I would not want to get hit with one of those. Ooh, good shot, sir. So look at this one. And they're all running away. Go, go, go. Go on, go on. Yeah, you got him. You got him. Oh, that was quite nasty. Oh, he chopped his head off, Jesus. The combat in this never gets old for me. I mean, yeah, the paired combat makes it clunky and a lot of blobbing and various other gameplay issues, but it does look gorgeous. And slingers and cavalry just run into these, and that finally breaks the last unit. Right, let's just have a quick look at the stats. Jesus, these husbands killed a lot, like 2, 5, nearly 700 casualties. Jesus. Damn, 147 for them. They can hit like a truck. Right, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and even subscribe, as there will be plenty more coming. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Chris, and this is TheWarMoose. I bid you adieu.